If your prospect asked you to define insurance, would your answer convince them to buy? We're going to help you accomplish that today. What is up? You're watching Tito Talks, non-life insurance discussions with me, your favorite Tito Miguel, who loves to make non-life insurance discussions easier to understand for both agents and clients. Magandang Wednesday po sa ating lahat. I'm so glad to have you guys here today for a very, very special session on non-life insurance discussions. This is probably a topic I should have done at the beginning of this channel, as a lot of the people who see my videos are beginner agents who are looking for a good foothold to get into the industry. And if this is your first video from my channel, welcome. You're at the right place. But if this is not your first video from my channel, I'm sorry. This should have come sooner, but I'm glad I'm doing it right now to get it out of the way. As today, we're going to be answering an age-old question which probably every self-respecting agent should be able to answer at any given time. And that question is, what is insurance? Now, on a base level, defining insurance is actually quite easy. If you pull up your Google, or if you pull up Google and do a quick search on insurance, that actually solves the problem for you. And in fact, we're going to do it right now. If you do a quick Google search for insurance, it's going to talk about the activity wherein a premium is paid by an insured to the insurance company so that the insurance company indemnifies the insured for certain losses which both parties agreed upon. I think that solves the issue. Thank you so much again for watching. No, I'm just kidding. Of course, we're not here to teach you guys how to Google. We're here to teach you how to explain insurance in such a way that your customer sees the importance of it and convinces them to buy from you, which is probably one of the most important things you have to establish as an agent. In fact, it's so important based on how you define insurance to your clients or to yourself for that matter. It's a good reflection of what you want to achieve from insurance. Are you just here for the commissions? That's going to show when you define insurance. Are you here to genuinely help your customer find financial freedom, financial control, to be able to save them from financial loss? It's going to show in how well you can explain what it is that you do as an agent. And Tito is, of course, going to help you out today. We have three definitions of insurance that I'd like to share with you today that don't just really define what insurance does, but it highlights what insurance can deliver for your customers. On a base note, insurance is the kind of product wherein you don't immediately see the benefits. You pay for it right now, but you don't see the benefits not until the worst happens. And in fact, most people say insurance is something that you buy, that you hope you never have to use. And while this is pretty accurate, it's not really something that you want to highlight to your customers. Okay, you buy this from me, but you're not going to experience the benefits yet. Did I buy it in the first place? And these types of definitions and these types of analogies actually weaken your argument if you're trying to argue for the sake of buying insurance. So, how do I explain insurance in a way that convinces people that they really need it? Well, first off, and this one's pretty useful, you might want to explain insurance as... Now, what do you mean a financial control device? That sounds manipulative. That sounds scary. That sounds technical. And yes, it is. And this definition works so well with people that are working on a budget. This definition works so well with people who are budget and price conscious. This is because when you say that that insurance is a financial control device, this means that insurance allows you to maintain control of your finances no matter what happens. Now, how does this work? Really simple. The illusion that you are in control of your finances right now is pretty laughable. Yes. What do you mean, Miguel? I'm completely in control of where I spend my money on. If I want to buy coffee, if I don't want to buy coffee. If I want to buy a car, I don't want to buy a car. It's completely my decision. Yes, that is correct, but only for now. You can dictate where your money goes to. But what if something does happen to your car? What if something does happen to your house? What if something does happen to you? Will you be able to control how much the hospital charges you or your family? Will you be able to control how much the dealer charges you for repairs or replacement parts? Will you be able to control how much the adjuster estimates the damage of your house becomes when it gets burned down? Suddenly, this illusion of control is gone. And the only way to get back that control is with insurance. Because with insurance, whatever the hospital says, whatever the adjuster says, whatever the dealer says, whatever the repairman says, it's no longer your problem. It's the insurance company's problem. Therefore, eliminating you from the responsibility of having to answer to these charges because someone else, something else, another company is taking care of those issues for you. Now, isn't that a powerful definition? Second of all, and this is with close relation to the first point I mentioned, if someone takes care of your problems, it's one of the biggest advantages you can get as a customer. Someone else solving your problems for you. Because we are human in nature, it's natural for us to feel a great sense of relief, a great sense of comfort when our problems we encounter, problems we are supposed to be fixing and handling on our own, are fixed and handled by someone else. That has a very, very positive effect and a very, very relieving effect on our mental burdens, on our physical burdens as well. Parang nabunutan ka ng napakalaking tinik sa likod. And this feeling, this peace of mind, and this sensation that someone else is taking care of you can only be delivered by very few products, insurance being one of them. As you well note, it is part in human nature to find someone to blame when something wrong happens, especially when you have a part in the fault. What if you get into a car accident? You're probably double thinking about the decision you made to buy the car in the first place, especially if the car hasn't been paid off. I spent so much money on this and now it's just gonna get into a car crash. I spent so much money on my house and it's just gonna burn down. I probably shouldn't have gotten a house in the first place. I probably shouldn't have gotten a car in the first place. And that leads to a lot of self loathing, a lot of self hating, a lot of stress, and a lot of negativity, all of which are removed with the purchase of insurance. Even if your car breaks down, even if your house burns down, you no longer second guess your intention to buy these things in the first place because insurance will make it so that the accident never happened in the first place by taking care of the financial losses that you experience because of these incidents. And that type of peace of mind is something you really can't buy in most products nowadays. Only with insurance. And finally, this is probably the most important and more powerful definition you can give for insurance, as this one hits home very, very closely, no matter who you're talking to. When you say that insurance allows you to maintain your lifestyle, you start to attack the sense of security that your customer has with whatever level of lifestyle they're having right now. If they can enjoy their morning coffee, if they can enjoy going out of town occasionally, if they can enjoy taking their family out to restaurants, that all goes away when something bad happens. If they lose their car, their money will now go to paying for another car, or paying for repairs, instead of buying the things that they do to maintain their lifestyle. Their lifestyle changes when the worst happens. And if they don't have insurance, that degradation of lifestyle is inevitable. And because it is inevitable, it is scary. And because it is scary, this is something that forces and urges your customer to see the importance of insurance. With insurance, even if something does happen, you don't have to sacrifice the current lifestyle you and your family are enjoying. You still get to enjoy your morning coffees. You still get to take your family out to lunches and dinners. You still get to live in that kind of house instead of leaving debt in your family to pay for hospital bills, to pay for repair bills, to have to pay for new houses, to have to find a new place to live. Yes, these problems will occur, but they will not force you and your family out on the street. They will not force you and your family into debt. They will not force you and your family to change anything about their lifestyle. And once you attack their lifestyle, I guarantee you this is something that will force them and give them emotional incentive to invest in the financial products that you are providing as agents. I hope you enjoyed today's discussion. I used these definitions to convince people that insurance is a rather important product. And the fact that we only have 2% insurance penetration from our gross domestic product is actually quite sad and very exciting at the same time. This means insurance still has a lot of room to grow. A lot of people still haven't seen the value of insurance. And as an agent, this means the playground is most certainly open and is most certainly vacant for you. Thank you so much for watching today. Once again, this is your favorite Tito Miguel, always saying, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.